Maybe I'll want to use that marker. We'll see.
Hmm? Who's there? Is somebody there? Oh, it's probably nothing, but... Hey! What are you doing? Oh!
English turnabout. Alright, well, there's that part. I'm feeling queasy. Come on, Nick. It's just like I said. Oh, Maya. What do you mean? Such a worrywart. I knew you'd get all jittery before the trial. I like that. It's just, I didn't expect to have to stand in a foreign court. Yeah, we don't know much about the court system here. The Legal League of Attorneys would like this to be an exemplary case. So that'd make you an exemplary attorney. I hope you don't infect any British lawyers with your nervous attitude. You're making it sound like I'm a virus or something. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a defense attorney. And this is Maya Fey, my, assistant of sorts. Of sorts? I guess I should explain why she's dressed up like that. But it's a long story, and we don't have the time. We've come to England on the Legal League of Attorneys Exchange. I'm acting as a representative of the American Legal League. Why can't we see Phoenix? Did they not model him out? Is his hair too crazy? You know, they probably sent you because you don't ever seem to be busy. We weren't supposed to stand in court, so we thought it'd be like a vacation. But here we are. As usual, we've been dragged into a strange case. Hey, Nick. So, what do you suppose this trial's all about? What if it was this? Look, check out today's newspaper. Elusive jewel thieves at large in London, Scotland Yard on red alert. Wouldn't that be cool? Maya, don't you get your hopes up. We're here on an exchange. It should be a simple textbook trial. Really? London's a big city. What are the odds of us getting a case like that? Well, that's boring.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. How do you do? I am Miss Darklaw, teacher at the Alcott School for Young Women. Espella, this man is your defense lawyer. Pleased to meet you.
Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Pleased to meet you. I'm Phoenix Wright, your attorney. Pleased to meet you. What's with this girl? Can't she hear me? Is this girl the defendant in today's case? That is correct. She's the pupil I'd like you to represent. Her name being Dark Law, like, that's not foreboding at all, you know? She's pleading guilty, so there's not much you need to do. Pleading guilty? I suggest you accept the punishment proposed by the prosecution. What? What kind of request is that? Spella, what are you accused of? Have you not received the case materials? No, we haven't. And we weren't told anything. My, forgive me for this oversight. Here, this is the case file. Attorney, defendant. The court hearing will begin now. Please proceed to the courtroom. Well then, I entrust Spella to you. That's... Wait, what? No way. I didn't even have the time to look through the case file. The flashing of the white, you know, I could do without that. Spella, please be a good girl and don't cause any trouble. She just mumbles something.
I'm not a witch.
Spella? What did you just say? Chomp chomp, defense. Let's not keep everyone waiting. Okay. New theory. Labyrinthia is a mirror world of the real world, and there are two Espellas. The Espella that we have right now in the Phoenix Wright world is some sort of Espella. I don't really know where they're going with the whole, like, you know, she's a doll or something like that. I mean, I guess she could be, you know, like a doll, like a husk of sorts. Regardless, I don't think the Espella that is going into this court case is the Espella that Layton just, you know, had rescued or whatever. The timeline for there is all messed up. So another trial begins. And as always, I've got no idea what's going to happen.
All right, let's do it, Nick.
I don't remember why she calls him Nick when his name is Phoenix.
The court is now in session for the trial of the Spella Cantabella.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
How about the defense? Are you ready?
Yes. Well, I guess you could call it ready, Your Honor.
I hear it's your first appearance in a British court.
Well, yes, that's right.
The Legal League of Attorneys Exchange, was it? Sounds like fun. Hope you're enjoying the sights. You can take it easy today. Don't worry, Prosecutor Flinch will take care of everything.
He's treating us like amateurs, Nick.
Oh boy, this looks bad. Can I really defend this girl?
I see. Well, since this is your first case here, I will ask you a few simple questions to make sure we're all on the same page. Oh, yes, that's fine by me. Dang, time to sink or swim. Answer my questions then, Mr. Wright. What is the name of the defendant? Bella. That would be Aspella Cantabella, Your Honor. That is correct. That's the first hurdle. I see you're terribly proud of yourself for answering that basic question. Let's move on to the next question. What is the nature of the offense? What crime is Aspella accused of? You know, Aspella seems like such a timid girl. Think it's something minor like shoplifting? Maybe. I wouldn't call it minor, though. Can't be anything major like that large-scale jewel theft. Please answer the question. Can you name the 2 offenses? Did he just say 2? Nick, think. What other petty offense could it be? I don't know. I'm clueless about this case. We weren't told anything about it at all. My. Could it be that our esteemed visitor left his common sense back home? All the evidence is in the court record. You haven't forgotten that, have you? Oh, that's it, the court record. Right, that's what you always refer to, the court record. Touch the court record icon to view it at any time. I don't see that icon. I see the words court record, but like the symbol there is totally different. Yeah, it just slid my mind. Must be the nerves. Okay, let's check it out now. Touch the court record. The court record holds all the evidence from this case. I'd better take a look. Alright, defense, you've had enough time to ponder the question. Court record. Apparently I need to... Oh, court record. Oof. Oof. Theft and assault. Inflicted light injuries. Light injury, laceration to the back of the head. Hit with a long, blunt object. That's the medical report. Theft and assault. Well, according to the case outline, it was theft and assault. Indeed, what disgusting crimes. Is that correct, defendant? Yes. No kidding, she doesn't look like a violent girl, at least not to me. Now that's settled, Prosecutor Flinch, please briefly outline the case for the court. Yes, Your Honor. The incident took place on a small freighter moored at a harbor on the River Thames. The freighter was carrying goods away from London. The defendant illegally boarded the ship and tried to steal some of its cargo. But she was discovered by a crew member and captured by the ship's security guard. So she was caught red-handed. And she violently resisted when found by the crew member. Violently resisted. Indeed, she picked up a steel pipe and hit the crew member on the head. Sounds pretty vicious. So that's the assault she's accused of. And what did the defendant attempt to steal from the freighter? A stuffed toy, Your Honor. It's the Metropolitan Police mascot, PC Badger. Oh, Nick, I want one. See, that mascot made a career for itself in England. Who would have thought? I think we have a clear picture of the incident now. The prosecution may begin. Prosecution calls its first witness. Please bring him in. There's something fishy about this trial. Why is the text going so slow? And there's something even fishier about my client. There isn't an ounce of expression on her face. Better keep my eyes wide open.
Witness, state your name and profession.
A ship is always at risk at every hour, minute, and second. That's where I come in. I am a peacekeeper, the one and only guardian to an otherwise defenseless ship. The name Smiles. Johnny Smiles, Security Guard Supreme.
I see you, Smiles. I see you. Yes, according to the police report, the witness was patrolling the freighter on the night of the crime. Yeah, I was, patrolling the freighter, and my expertly trained eyes leave nothing unseen. I'll go blind if he keeps smiling like that. Very well, Mr. Smiles. We would like to hear your testimony. Describe what happened during your night patrol. Yes, sir. Johnny Smiles will reveal all. Witness testimony. Only the night of crime. That night I went on to patrol as usual. ZZZO. My keen ears latched onto some suspicious noises coming from the cargo hold. I sprinted at full speed to the cargo hold, but I was too late to stop the blow. The next moment, I captured the criminal, expertly. Within seconds, I had established there was nothing out of the order at the crime scene. And so, the woman you arrested was the defendant, Espella Cantabella, sir. And as per standard patrolling procedure, all lights were on when you saw her, and you saw her clearly. Is that correct, Mr. Smiles? Yes, sir. I am an expert after all. Huh. Is it just me, or did he hesitate before saying that? The defense may cross-examine the witness. Yes, sir. I'm starting to talk like that guy. Let us see how skilled your visiting barrister is. Yes, by the way, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Our cross-examination procedure should be the same as anywhere else. But just in case, would you like to have it explained to you? Cross-examination procedure. Should I ask for an explanation? I think I'm familiar with the cross-examination, but I am going to ask, just in case there's like a detail or two that I've forgotten. But, you know, we'll see. You checked the price charting on GameEye for not too long ago. It's $150. GameEye is a helpful app for tracking your collection value. I've never heard of GameEye. That sounds interesting. Let's do this just in case. Who keeps picking up his hat? That's a great question. He probably has like a string attached to it, you know, like a little gadget on his wrist. So, you know, he just like slinks it back to him. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to refresh my memory. Nick, what are you thinking? That prosecutor's already patronizing us. Just imagine what he'll be like if you ask. But it's my first time in British court. I'm kind of nervous. And my mind's just gone completely blank. Nick. Anyway, what you do is listen to the guard's testimony really carefully. And if something suspicious, you press the witness and see what happens. Press, huh? It does sound like what I've always been doing. Got it. Got it, Maya. I'll do my best. Okay, let's do it, Nick. Defense may now cross-examine the witness. The app link later. I use Android or Apple. I don't have internet on my phone, and therefore I do not use any apps. Ooh, what are those, Oh, there's a hint? Ooh, interesting. That night, I went on patrol as usual, ZZZO. I'd like to press this, because I have no idea what that means.
Hold it!
What's ZZZO? Ah, that's right. It's not something you'd know, not being a security professional. That's our special jargon. It's how we talk about the time in our trade. Let me get this straight, Mr. Professional. You're using letters to tell the time. See, ZZZO stands for 2220, or 2220, which is 10:20 p.m. Right. So 10:20 p.m. That's very accurate. How can you be so sure about the time? Well, that's when the TV show I always watch in the security room ends. TV show. I meant to do the rounds at 10 p.m. But for a pro like me, it's just a guideline. It doesn't sound very professional. Anyway, I was patrolling the ship like I do every night. Your Honor, may I? What is it, Prosecutor Flinch? I would like to get the events straight while referring to this crime scene photo. The defendant and the crew member were fighting in the back of the cargo hold. Is that correct? Yes, sir. They were fighting right under that emergency light. Some items are spilling out of the broken crate. Indeed, that crate was broken by the defendant with a steel pipe. Incidentally, the items we can see spilling out are stuffed toys depicting London's own police mascot, PC Badger. I see. The crime scene photo shall be added to the court record. The witness may continue his testimony. The keen ears latched onto something suspicious. Some suspicious noises coming from the cargo hold. That's where Captain Solo is, by the way.
Hold it!
And when you heard these noises, you immediately found them suspicious. That's right. An expert of my caliber, can always tell when a noise is suspicious. When my smiley sense starts tingling, it means there's a crime taking place. So can you tell us more about the noises you heard? It was, that's right, the sound of two women fighting. Naturally, I sprang into action. And I arrived at the crime scene in the blink of an eye. In other words, you went to the cargo hold because you heard strange noises, is that correct? Yes, that's about it. Back to where I started. We were at full speed to the cargo hold, but I was too late to stop the blow.
Hold it!
The blow? The defendant, Miss Cantabella, hit the crew member with a steel pipe, didn't she? Yes, that's right. As I opened the door to the cargo hold, the defendant struck the victim's head. Had I arrived a second earlier, I would have gladly stopped the blow with my own head. I don't think a second would have made much of a difference. Don't take this expert too seriously, Maya. The witness saw the defendant deal the blow, is that correct? Yes, sir. I expertly witnessed the crime with my very own sparkling eyes. There's a... blow is another word for, I think, cocaine. And some of these lines of dialogue, it kind of sounds like they're talking about cocaine. Is that so? I see. Next moment, I captured the criminal. Expertly.
Hold it!
And you claim the assailant was the defendant, Miss Cantabella. Precisely. Naturally, she abandoned all hope seeing a security pro like myself join the scene. She dropped that steel pipe she was holding to the floor with a clank. I see. That's what a guilty person would do in that situation. Exactly, Your Honor. There is no need to continue this cross-examination. Within seconds, I had established there was nothing out of the order at the crime scene.
Hold it!
Are you sure you didn't notice anything unusual about the cargo hold? Not a thing. Well, aside from the defendant swinging that pipe around. Could someone else have been hiding in that room?
Objection!
Security guard patrolling the freighter is responsible for checking every corner. We would have spotted he would have spotted an intruder right away. Isn't that so, witness? Yes, I carried my trusty pocket torch for precisely such a task. I'd have noticed anything suspicious in an instant. What is it, Maya? I was just looking at the evidence in the court record, and I get the feeling there's something funny about this testimony. You're saying that there's a contradiction? That's all he has to say. Well, Nick, what do you think? We managed to get our hands on some new evidence, but pressing alone can only get us so far. Yeah, that means it's time to present evidence to the court. Present evidence. Compare what the witness is saying with the evidence in the court record. Sometimes they won't match up, and that means they're not telling the whole truth. Right. Thanks, Maya. Come on, you're making it look as if I'm the attorney here. Touch the court record icon to compare the evidence and the testimony. Need to present the evidence that contradicts the testimony. Okay then, let's try that. Spella may be saying she's guilty, but that doesn't mean this witness is telling us the whole story. I need to uncover the truth by myself. Hey, I need to go back to the court record. Okay. So, suspect charges theft and assault. Laceration to the back of the head, hit with a long, blunt object. Why are there shoes on the ground? What is that thing? What is that thing? Cans? Oh, those must be like canned foods or something. The shoes are kind of suspicious. Profiles. What's out of ordinary about this? I guess like the sleeping bag? Alright.
Objection!
Let's see what we got. Saying that there was nothing out of the ordinary in the cargo hold. Also, that objection was not the Phoenix Wright objection. Come on. Oh, that's a bit funny. Huh? Point is, one of the crates in the cargo hold appears to have been tampered with.
Objection!
Ah, that. The defendant must have smashed it. With the pipe. Nothing odd about it. Please take a look at the crime scene photo. There's this broken crate where the fight took place, but also there is a crow outside going crazy. There's another crate here that seems kind of strange, don't you think? This crate, sitting quite a distance away from where the fight took place, appears to have been forced open. Isn't this the sort of thing a security guard should immediately notice? You testified that you established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene. So how come you didn't notice something so obvious? Order! Order! That's certainly a serious oversight. Particularly for someone claiming to be an expert.
Objection!
Whether the witness is an expert or not bears no relevance to this case. What matters is that he saw the defendant hit the victim with a steel pipe.
Hold it!
What you just said, I'm afraid I can't let that slide. Excuse me? I am an expert guard, focused, thorough, precise, a true professional. So prove it. I will testify once more. You're all dying to know why I ignored that one crate, huh? What? Very well. The witness shall continue his testimony. What excuse do you think he'll come up with, Nick? Who knows? I've got a bad feeling about this, though. What did he actually see? Only natural that I missed the other crate. The lights in the cargo hold weren't on. Ah. But of course I had this, a guard's best friend in his trusty pocket torch. The emergency light was on, mind, so it wasn't so dark I couldn't see. Saw that girl stand right in front of the crew member as she attacked. And there was no one else in that room. You have Johnny's word for it. Wait a moment. The security company claims that the lights were on during the patrol. Yes. That's the official procedure, you see. I'm glad they did that, because I have no idea how I was going to object to that. Or present that. But those light controls can be such a pain in the... Wait, no, that's not it. I mean... The truth is, an expert like me doesn't need those lights to do his work. Not when I've got this. The focused beam of my trusty torch cuts through darkness like a laser. The witness will refrain from pointing the torch in this direction. Justice may be blind, but I'd rather not be. Oops, sorry, Your Honor. This trusty torch shall be added to the court record as evidence. Chocolate fingerprints. What is that? What is it, Your Honor? This pocket torch is covered in something sticky. Ah, it seems my sweet little buddy's been up to some mischief. Sweet little buddy? Do you mean your chocolate? Johnny left sticky fingerprints all over his flashlight. Don't look at me, I'm not touching it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Hold it!
According to the rules, the lights have to be on, is that right? Don't spread the news, but between you and me, I'm not very good with the light controls on that ship. Even a security expert like me has their flaws, you know? So he just neglected his duty. Didn't you say before that you're focused, thorough and precise, a true professional? Yes, that's true, of course. Always focused, thorough, and precise, except when I'm cutting the odd corner. I aim to be a well-balanced professional, you know. Yes. Even Flinch looks unsure of how to handle this guy. Of course, I had this, a guard's best friend, his trusty pocket torch.
Hold it!
Guard's best friend, this Sokofu Crow. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's kind of loud. You mean that flashlight? Flashlight? It's a pocket torch. Ever watch crime dramas? Torchlit night patrols and all that. I've always thought it looked so cool. In fact, that's why I became a security guard. Really? That's a unique reason. By the way, what about the chocolate smudges on the flashlight, or torch? A well-prepared guard has a torch in his right hand and a chocolate bar in his left, or in the left. It's like an emergency ration. I'm so hot on security issues that it tends to melt. But the flashlight is covered in fingerprints from his sticky right hand. Emergency light was on, mind, so it wasn't so dark I couldn't see.
Hold it!
An emergency light. The defendant and the crew member fought under that emergency light. Ah yes, there it is, in the back of the room. Yes, sir. The cargo hold was fairly lit up by that little red light there. But the regular lights are on in this picture. Well, yeah, I switched them on before the police came. What? I didn't want to risk my bright career over my slight different take on the rules. After all, I am an expert. It's all in the details. You're an expert, all right. An expert on bending the rules. Saw that girl stand right in front of the crew member as she attacked.
Hold it!
And you saw that clearly. Yes. I got there, opened the door, and then bam! That's when it happened. I felt it in my shades. They spoke to me. Johnny, you're looking at a crime there. Or crime here. Huh? Wait a second. You were wearing sunglasses? Yeah. What's a security guard without a pair of shades? These babies are a part of me. Witness, you were patrolling the freighter with sunglasses on? Of course I was. Whatever I do it with style. Is a bit of vanity a crime? Don't you wear your specs for the same reason? Vanity, I wear them because I'm short-sighted, I'll have you know. Got that right, Flinch. So Johnny had sunglasses on in a dimly lit room. Do you think he actually managed to see anything? Nick, check the court record. There might be a contradiction in Johnny's testimony. Yeah, good idea. There might be a contradiction, huh? Witness, continue your testimony. I don't see any, like, chocolate handprints on anything. There's something, like, I guess, strange on that one, but I can't tell if it's chocolate. It does kind of look like there's something on there, though, that is not on the others. That could just be like a bell and shadow. But there's like this little brown right there. Like right there. Like right under the eye, you know, where like the little bell's supposed to be. There's like this brown there. And then like right there, there's some stuff, and I don't know what that is. Oh, is that the baton? Ah, that's the baton. Wow, that's like impossible to figure out. I don't know what I'm looking for. Well, strangely enough, my best guess is I have to do something with this pipe, but he said that she dropped the pipe. Oh, I don't know just yet. And there was no one else in that room. You have Johnny's word for it.
Hold it!
However, you didn't even notice the other crate. This one here. How can you prove there wasn't someone hiding inside that box? Not a possibility, I'm afraid. Huh? That wharf is fitted with CCTV cameras. The recordings from that night have already been examined. Not a single person was seen leaving the ship. If there are security cameras monitoring the ship, then why do they bother keeping Johnny around, Nick? Whoa, not so loud, Maya. So there were no other intruders. Yes, sir, that's right. Oh man, some guard he is. That prosecutor could have at least checked if the lights are on or not. Yeah, you know, maybe this hasn't been all that properly investigated. You think so? In any case, some things the guard said are kind of strange. Let's see what he says when I show him some evidence. Okay. This is where I feel like I need to present something. Emergency light was on, but it wasn't so dark. I couldn't see. Ah, the flashlight. If it wasn't so dark that you couldn't see, why did you need the flashlight? Although he's probably just going to say something stupid. But I'll try it, I guess.
Objection!
Yeah, looks like this is a fail. Your Honor, what do you think of this testimony? What do you mean? Clearly a contradiction. Making a face like that does not make your objection more credible, Mr. Wright. I'm in a good mood today, so I shall punish the offense with a penalty. Take it out on me. Maybe if I press it first? Emergency light. And the crew fought under that emergency light. There it is, in the back of the room. Where the cargo hold was faintly lit up by that little red light there. The regular lights are on in this picture. He turned them on, didn't want to risk his career. He's an expert. Okay. I want to press this one more time. The crew member part. Saw that clearly. And bam, that's what happened. But my shades spoke to me. Sunglasses. Yeah, that's what a security guard without a pair of shades. Blah, blah, blah. Of course it was. Man, this is like epilepsy warning through and through, by the way. A bit of vanity for a crime. You wear your specs for the same reason. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, see, I don't know what this would be. Maybe where the fight was happening? The thing is I don't know where, like, the perspective. I'm guessing this is the entrance that we're taking this photo from? Saw that girl stand right in front. of the crew member as she attacked. Right in front. Ah, let's present this. In the back of the head.
Objection!
You're sure the defendant was standing right in front of the crew member? Absolutely. They were facing each other the entire time. Well, that's weird, because it clearly contradicts this evidence. What? What do you mean? According to the victim's medical report, the blow was dealt to the back of the head. The back of the head. Do you understand now? If they were facing each other, there's no way the victim could have been hit from behind. Yes, sir. Good body. Witness. Can you offer an explanation for this contradiction? Yes, explain yourself. The first I'm hearing of this. Yes, sir. It's strange, isn't it? I'm totally sure they were fighting face to face. I swear this melting chocolate bar on it. Doesn't look like he's lying, but then... Hey, Nick, look at me. What are you doing, Maya? I was just checking if I could hit the back of your head while you were facing me. Doesn't seem doable, especially for someone as vertically challenged as me. How about you keep your dangerous little experiments inside that head of yours, Maya? I kind of like living, thanks. At least we've learned a couple of important things. First, that this witness is unreliable, and second, that the prosecution didn't investigate this case properly. My gut feeling is right. There's much more to this case than meets the eye. Now's my chance. What should I do? Plead not guilty. Your Honor, the defense asserts once more that the defendant Isabella Cantabella is innocent. What? Something utter foolishness. This is foolishness. Just who do you think you are, anyway? Waltzing in here with your ridiculous assumptions. Balderdash, I say. That's not how it was supposed to be. What did he just say? Not how it was supposed to be. In light of this new development, the court's opinion is that the defendant is in no way cleared of suspicion. However, the witness testimony has been proven unreliable. That's more like it. Looks like I'm starting to win over the judge.
Objection!
Don't forget that the defendant admits all charges. Surely her guilt is beyond doubt.
Objection!
The defendant is just a schoolgirl. Can't you go on her... You can't go on her confession alone. So far, we have established only one thing. That Mr. Smiles is neither an expert, nor even a reliable witness. Oof.
Hold it!
In my long 6-month career as a security guard, never have my professionalism and expertise been questioned. Isn't 6 months barely past the probation period? You're saying Goldilocks there is innocent. In other words, that she didn't assault anyone. And that she didn't steal this toy. Isn't that so, Mr. Lawyer? Yes, at least. We have yet to see any proof that she tried to steal it. I got you there. Huh? What? Got me how? I have a decisive piece of evidence. The proof that girl was trying to kidnap PC Badger. What? You do? Even Flinch is shocked. When I seized the girl at the crime scene, she was clasping this in her hand. She didn't even seem to notice. And what would that be? It would appear to be PC Badger's tag, Your Honor. Now that you mention it, this mascot does have some sort of an ill-fitting tag attached. What's this engraved on the tag? Is that an address? Oh, you mean there's an address written on there? Would appear to be Scotland Yard's and their telephone number. Is the Scotland Yard's mascot, after all. This tag, it's been ripped from one of the PC Badger toys? Yes, sir. A suspect was caught in the act of nicking this very toy. The tag was ripped off during the fight. What? Then this tag is... What we have here is the decisive evidence that she was trying to steal the cargo. No way! Wasn't expecting evidence like that.
Objection!
Witness, I was never informed of such evidence. You had this in your possession, why didn't you hand it in to the police? Sorry, Mr. Prosecutor, I am an expert at what I do. And my expert advice to myself was that I'd better keep this as my secret weapon. So I waited for the right moment to single-handedly settle this trial. Looks like Flinch and I are both in uncharted waters now. This tag is vital evidence. It will be added to the court record. Okay, Isabella was clasping it in her hand when seized by Smiles. Defense, Mr. Wright, was it? Yes, Prosecutor Flinch. Your appearance in this court was a very hastily decided affair. It's true. That call from the Attorneys Association came out of nowhere. Perhaps in all the confusion, the request from your client escaped your attention. Were you not instructed to accept the sentence proposed by the prosecution? Come to think of it, Miss Darklaw did say something about that before the trial. Pleading guilty, so there's not much you need to do. Just you accept the punishment proposed. That's what you were asked to do. You have convinced us all of your skill, so your good name will not suffer. Why not simply admit the defendant is guilty and call it a day? What do you say to that, Mr. Wright? Depending on your stance on this matter, the court may now pass the verdict. My stance. Something I don't need to think twice about. I should have used the hint coin there. The defense requests that the trial continue. What? The defense stands by its assertion that Isabella Cantabella is not guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright. If that's your desire, then I, too, have a request to make. Your Honor, as Prosecutor Flinch, prosecution calls its second witness. Hey, wait a second. What about me? Come on, guys. Don't forget about Johnny. Let me start over from the top. No detail omitted. I suggest you leave the witness stand and go back to witnessing your crimes on television. Yes. Yes, sir. I don't even have to body that guy. I believe a break is in order. The court will now adjourn for a 15-minute break. Mr. Flinch, prepare your witness. Is that understood? Yes, Your Honor. The defense has no objections. Looks like Flinch finally got serious about this case. And that means the real game starts now. Gotta hit him with that music. Alrighty. Well, we're just gonna go over here. This is where I'm gonna call it quits for today. Got some extra things that I need to do, and I also need to make doubly sure that everything is on the up and up. So before continuing with all these shenanigans, we're gonna call it quits here. A little bit shorter, but stuff happens. Anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific, to continue with some more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I wonder why it's not Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney versus Professor Layton. Maybe because Ace Attorney, you have to have that colon there or something like that. Anyways, this game is turning out to be exactly what I thought it was, except that if I don't have to do any investigations with the Phoenix Wright side, then I could see this game being the better Phoenix Wright game. Like, I liked the first one. I just didn't like the investigations. So if this cuts out all the investigations for Phoenix Wright, we could be onto something here. But yeah, I'm out of here. Peace.